Welcome. My name is Beth Ritter-Guth, and this is a video on how to create an interactive experience using AI. So what we're going to do is we're going to use 3 AI engines, but you can use any engine you want: ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Grok, or Claude. And you can, and there are more too, but we are going to use Grok, Gemini, and Claude to do this example. So what we want to do is we want to create something that's interactive that we can host on our website. So how do we do that? Well, we want to ask a good question. So in BRG's 3 steps for AI use, you want to ask a good question, you want to vet the response, and then you want to decide how to share it. So we're going to ask a good question. So what I want to do is I want to create an interactive, and you don't have to spell things right. It will figure it out. Interactive, but I will do that here. Interactive calendar of cool places to visit in the Lehigh Valley. For each day, provide the address, the operating hours, a website, and a video about the location. Make the calendar visually appealing, but include all elements, CSS, which is style, and JavaScript, which is how it works, in one HTML file with no external dependencies. And that's very important that you write that, because you don't want to have to download multiple files. So you want to make sure you do that. And then let's see what else we want to do. Provide an image of the location. Provide any additional information about accessibility. Make sure the entire site meets all current accessibility standards. Now, this is the prompt that I wrote, because I kind of like to think on this blank page. But what I do is I copy this prompt and I put it into a free tool called Prompt Tester. And you can get a paid account, or you can have a free account. In your free account, you can do the advanced analysis once a day. But for the free account, you just paste in the prompt that you've written, and then I have to move my picture out of the way. You click Analyze Prompt. And you'll see that it thinks for a little bit, and it's going to generate a new prompt for us. And I use this tool with my students all the time to talk about how we craft prompts. So now it's created a very detailed prompt for me. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to take it back to Grok, and I'm going to replace it. Now simultaneously, I am going, as this is cooking, I'm going to paste the same prompt into Claude, but I'm going to use projects, and that's that little folder on the side. And then you're going to click new project, and you're going to give it a name, Lehigh Valley Projects. Now what I do is I paste the prompt here in the description, just so that I can remember what prompt I used to create it. So you copy it there, and then you copy it again here, and you let that cook for a while. And then I'm going to do the same thing in Gemini. And we'll see how these go. So you'll know Grok is done when it gives you the comments at the end. So we're going to copy the code. And now I'm on a PC, but you can do this on a Mac or a PC. You're going to open a new window in Notepad or Notes. You're going to paste the code in, and notice how it ends with HTML. You want to make sure that the top starts with this doc line. This is critical for both Mac and PC. You want to save it as, I'm just going to call this lv.html. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. So I'm going to test it out. Now it's just a local file. It's not on the internet. It's not anywhere anybody can see it. I'm going to test it. And this is part 2 of AI usage. You want to test your product. So here is my Lehigh Valley cool places for December. Today's December 9th. We have, oh, no featured place today. I don't like that. And I have no idea what bridge that is. What was the 8th? Historic Bethlehem Museum sites. Okay, that's definitely not Bethlehem. Those are not pictures of Bethlehem. There's steel stacks. Is there a video? Broken image. So I don't like this code. So I can go back to Grok and I can tell it to fix the code. Or I can try another engine. So I'm going to go over to Claude, and it's still cooking, and we'll see what it creates. So didn't like that one. Didn't like that one at all. I don't think Grok uses its own image platform, Grok Images, and so it was creating AI generated images, but they don't look like Bethlehem, right? So it's better to use pictures of actual Bethlehem. So let's see what Claude creates for us. It's going to take a minute or two. Let's see if Gemini finished. We'll go over to Gemini and see if that's finished. All right, so it gave us the code. We're going to copy that. We're going to open the HTML file. I'm going to override the code that was in there and copy in Gemini's code. All right, we're going to save that, and we'll try it again. Okay, so we're going to pick a day on the calendar. We have the steel stacks, but there's no image there. No image of, so it's going to require that you put your own images in there. Crayola. It picked out really good things, right? These are all really cool things, but it didn't include the images in there. So I'm going to hold on to this one because I think it did a better job than Grok, because it actually picked out really cool places in the Lehigh Valley to look at, but it didn't provide the images and it didn't provide a video link. So we're going to see if Claude did a better job. All right, so select a day. Let's see, we're going to copy this code. I copy the code. I'm going to open a new notepad, copy this in. I can already tell that this code is broken and it's not going to work. Is it not done yet? I can tell the code is not done. Please fix the code. So I'm going to have it run it again. I'm going to go back to Gemini because I do think that this does a really good job, but I'm going to ask it, please place images and embed actual videos into the code, but be sure all CSS and JavaScript are in the one HTML file. I'm so polite to AI. So let's see what it comes up with. I'm going to go back over here to Claude and see if it finished yet. Okay. All right, so this gave good information. Let's copy the code, stick it in here. Now I know that it's complete because that HTML exists at the end. I'm going to save this as LV Claude, because that's who made it, .html. We're going to save it. Now we'll test it. Okay, so we have, let's see, day one is Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway. Of course, it didn't give us the image. It gave us the other information, though. So this is at least a place to start. It says there's a visit the official website. So, I mean, it gives a place to start. So if you're a web developer, if you know how to add images and put them in the same file, you can grab the photos that you want and you can grab the videos and put them in. It's giving you at least the placeholder, so that's cool. And it gives you cool places. Is it the same place every day? No? Okay, there's all kinds of different places. It gives you a full year calendar, so that's very awesome. So you would, as a web developer, have to go in and spruce up this code so that it has the images and it has the code, but it's created at least the engine for you so that all you have to do is then work on the graphics. So that's pretty cool. All right, and let's take a look and see, where were we? We're looking at, okay, we're going to copy this. This was the Gemini one. And Gemini usually does a pretty good job with this because it has the Google functionality of Google Maps. So it usually does a better job. I'm a little surprised that it's not doing the best job, but let's check it out and save it and see what we come up with. Okay, so again, broken images. I prefer the other one because it gives you much more information. You know, I have no idea what that is connecting to, right? So I can't, even if I would, it gives you good stuff, but it only give you October. So you couldn't do anything. Well, at least for Lehigh Valley Zoo, it gave you a picture. But I don't know what this video goes to. So I would say that I'm not happy with Gemini. I think the winner of this competition is definitely Claude. It's not usable in its current form, so you would have to work with it. But having done this kind of work for years, that alone, the work that it's already done for me, will save me a tremendous amount of time because I would have had to hand code all that before. So now I just have to go find images, get permission to use those images, find appropriate videos because let me show you in the code. There are placeholders in the code for where the images go and where the videos go, right? So I just have to find those things and then put them in and then make sure my pictures are in the same folder that this HTML index file is going. So that's how you create something with either generative AI or agentic AI. You have an idea, you shape up the prompt to be what it is you want it to be. You can keep tweaking that and keep working with it. Then you run it through some engines. Definitely use more than one. Compare the results. Sometimes you can combine the results and then decide how you're going to share this. This might be something I share with my students. This might be something I want to put on my web page. This might be something that I just want for myself and I keep on my desktop, right? So decide how you're going to share it and make sure that it's designed so that screen readers can read it and that the color contrast is equitable for all folks so they can enjoy it. So I hope this was helpful. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to publish something like this as an open educational resource, what we call OER, and how to get a DOI identifier for it so that you can publish your work under a Creative Commons license. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.